All right, coming to you live. First episode of the State of Cowboys Nation. Myself and the biggest Cowboys fan in the state of Texas, Rye Harper.
What's up, John? How's it
Uh,
going, bro?
I'm doing all right, not too bad. We finally got ourselves on the Cowboys podcast. Had a little technical difficulties earlier. Thankfully, we weren't live when we had that trouble. If it doesn't sound right, anything doesn't sound good live, just let us know. But as far as I know, we should be good. And topics for today's pretty much we just want to go over like the roster cuts, the waiver wire, and practice squads, stuff like that, injuries. Pretty much just a roster going into the season and how we see the Cowboys doing, starting the season, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and kick it off with talking about the big trade that happened a few days ago, and that's Dallas trading a fourth round pick to the 49ers for Trey Lance, the very often slandered quarterback for the San Francisco
Yeah.
49ers. What do you think about that, Ryan? I don't know. Well, I want to hear what you have to say about it, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I think it was a pretty good pickup. Like we had talked before about adding another quarterback to the quarterback room. Like Cooper Rush is good, but we talked about how Dallas just never had like another guy back there, that's been a starter.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a pretty good pickup. We didn't give up much to get him. The fourth round pick, not too bad.
Yeah, I said that Dallas gave up too much with the fourth round pick.
Oh shit.
But
Johnson, that was too much.
yeah, I thought
Oh
it was
man.
pretty steep because honestly, I just heard pretty much that Dallas traded for Trey Lance, so I was like, okay, that's we'll see what happens, right? Even if something happened to Dak this season, there's no way Trey Lance is going to play unless something happened to Cooper Rush. Like after the way he performed last year, that's pretty much the depth chart. So I thought it was a lot because
Yeah.
Dallas has been doing really well in the draft, especially in the middle of the draft. But
Oh yeah.
some people like yourself, if you think it's kind of a steep reach, but you never know. Like there could be some talent there. I don't think so, but I think it's one of those things where we just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I guess I just really never watched him play like when he actually played. So like all I know is just it's the Trey Lance that came out of college. So
Yeah, and that was the main issue with him was, he played 1 year, basically 1 year at North Dakota State, didn't play during the
yeah.
COVID year, and then went into the draft. And then his rookie year, I think he played 4 games and then was out the whole season. So yeah, you're not the only one who hasn't seen hardly any of Trey Lance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
But
it,
yeah, I think it's a pretty good pickup. Like yeah, I hope it lights a fire under Dak's ass.
yeah,
Just to know that there's another younger guy behind him.
yeah, you never because I mean you never know, right? Like I mean, I don't know how old he is. I don't have his age pulled up here, but he's pretty young, right? So,
Yeah,
you never know how these guys are going to develop. Nobody thought Dak Prescott was going to become what he is today, for the most part.
right.
Trey Lance
Yeah,
had a lot of hype behind him because the 49ers traded up so much for him and then just dropped him like a bad habit. But um,
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see what he could do, but it's not something where they need to or have to rush him along. They could be patient with them now.
yeah. Well, it's good to have him there, but let's hope we don't see him.
Yeah, right.
Let's hope we don't have to see
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
Yeah,
I agree. And then the other issue that I thought was they traded for him before cut day and the waiver wire. So I was looking,
yeah.
and the Patriots, they cut Bailey Zappi, cut Malik Cunningham, and then the Cardinals cut Colt McCoy. So I thought Dallas could have
Oh, I
actually
saw that one.
waited. Yeah, I thought Dallas could have actually waited and picked up a quarterback. But they I guess they really liked Trey Lance, and I remember, and you were saying something to me earlier about Jerry Jones not what happened there?
Oh, apparently Jerry Jones didn't, inform Mike McCarthy or Dak Prescott before making the actual move. So
Yeah.
it's I could see why Dak, has been a little iffy about it. When they asked Dak about it, the only response he really gave was that he was gonna miss Will Greer and that was
Um.
all, he wanted to speak on. So
Okay. Yeah. And speaking of Will Greer, Jerry Jones said, "Hey, buddy, we're gonna cut your ass, but you're gonna get to play the whole game against the Raiders." And he showed out.
yeah,
He had like the game of
yeah.
his life against
Hey,
Vegas.
man, his career was on the line, really, like
Yeah.
it was either, he had to have his chance to ball out, and I respect Dallas for, giving him that chance to just go out there, show out, and give himself a chance to put food on the table for his
Yeah.
family. Because I mean, a lot of fans get excited about football, but they don't stop and think about the people that get cut and have to move from place to place and figure out where they're gonna go next and how they're gonna get paid. But
Yeah. Yeah, that was good, and I think I read earlier this morning where a team did pick him up. So
nice,
yeah, good for him.
that's good. Hey, mission accomplished.
Exactly.